Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a closer look at that vintage collection Supreme Leader Snoke that I got on clearance for $3 at Walmart. I brought this guy up initially in my August toy haul, and here we are doing the review today. Like I said, I could not pass him up for $3. I had been waiting and waiting and waiting on him because I just am not a big fan of the character itself, and the price of these figures are just so expensive for me. I just am more inclined to buy a 6-inch scale figure or something else entirely. So $3 though was definitely more than fair for this guy, and I am happy to have him in my collection now. He is from the vintage collection, the new, I guess the second wave of vintage collection that they have released from Hasbro. It says Star Wars The Last Jedi here with the name of the character here, as well as a really menacing picture of Snoke. He's very ugly. As you can tell on the back, there is the wave of figures in the old vintage style, and I left the sticker on there because I like doing that, because it just shows what I got it for. So let's go ahead and break this guy open and I will give you a closer look. Alright, and so here is the figure out of the package. It feels so small. This character is very, very thin in terms of, I guess, build. And hopefully you can kind of tell why I was so hesitant, probably for you guys too, on buying him for $13 because he has no accessories and he is very small. So that being said, you know, I was really happy to be able to get him for only $3. I think at that point, like I said, he is more than worth it. Because honestly, if you look at it, this figure has some fantastic sculpting. The head and neck look really gnarled and very detailed. He doesn't look just like a scarred up blob. He does definitely look like Snoke. And the eyes are printed very, very well. I really like the shimmery gold cloak that he has. I'm not usually a huge fan of soft goods because they're always cut too big. As you can tell, it's still too big on this Snoke. But I like the material. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, the belt that is silver that goes down all the way down to his waist. I would have loved for Snoke to have some accessories, but of course we really only saw him sitting in a chair. Maybe he could have come with was it Rey's lightsaber or Kylo Ren's lightsaber that cut him in half? Spoiler alert. But, I mean, it's okay. Overall, he's definitely a figure that you want to get, and, you know, if you can get him cheap if you can, if you're completists, get him, and then obviously if you loved the sequels, this would be a time to get Snoke. But overall, I think that he does look very good. I'm impressed with that. They never fail for the most part on it. You can see, hopefully you can make it out on his back, how crooked his shoulders feel. This is a point here from like his shoulder blade, and then there's one up here. He definitely feels malformed. You might be able to make it out in the camera behind his soft goods. Let's see. Oh no, you can't really pull him off because his cloak is connected to this hard plastic collar piece, so that's kind of a bummer. In terms of articulation, he has movement in his upper arms, in his elbows, and his wrists. His wrists swivel, and they also do turn upward. On his hand here, he has a teeny tiny sculpted ring that it looks pretty good. And then he's just got a grippy hand, and then this here is a flat hand, or maybe a force-using hand. You can see it right there. There's also articulation. Obviously his head moves. His torso is on a ball hinge. His thighs move, his knees move, and his ankles move. And so if you're curious as to what is underneath his robe, they have sculpted him to look kind of like a grandpa in a robe. He looks like he's wearing something that he would wear to bed. But that's okay, I guess. He's got these like little gold slippers and then these little white trousers. So it's probably best to keep him cloaked all the way because he does definitely resemble an old man getting out of bed in a nursing home and putting on his robe. So that is definitely kind of, I don't know why I think of that. It's just kind of a downside to me. But there is Snoke. Like I said, you know, no accessories, nothing super cool about him, no super cool sculpting or outfit. And so $3 is just about the price I'd want to pay for him. But nonetheless, I'm happy to have him in my collection. I don't have any other Snokes, and so I will go ahead and take him and proudly display him. So let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching, and stay tuned for more videos, guys. Bye.